Hello, my name is Dan, and I am making a series of videos primarily focused on two groups of people, um, Christians and homosexuals. With that, let me start by saying that I am a born again Christian, and I believe that homosexuality is a sin. However, I have struggled my entire life with homosexual desires. So before either group of you turn me off, I want you to listen to my story. Listen to somebody who wants to reach out to help other people who are struggling just like me, both in the church and in the homosexual community. I think the church has really failed to share the true gospel of Jesus to the gay community. The gay community knows what the church is against, but they don't know what it stands for. And I know that there are many people out there who are struggling with homosexuality, whether they're in church or out of church, and they have nowhere to turn, no one to go to, and this is primarily for those group of people, and also for the church. I There's a song by Keith Green um, called "Asleep in the Light," which I think speaks volumes, and I'm just going to read before I go into anything more the words of that song. Do you see all the people sinking down? Don't you care? Don't you care? Are you gonna let them drown? How can you be so numb, not to care if they come? You close your eyes and pretend the job's done. Oh, bless me, Lord, you know it's all I ever hear. No one aches, no one hurts, no one even sheds one tear. But he cries, he weeps, he bleeds, and he cares for your needs, and you just lay back and keep soaking it in. Oh, can't you see it's such a sin? 'Cause he brings people to your door, and you turn them away and smile and say, God bless you, be at peace. And all heaven just weeps, 'cause Jesus came to your door, and you left him out the streets. I think that hits home really hard, especially for someone like me who has struggled with this my entire life and turning to the church and being nothing but bashed. I never went to the church and said, accept me for who I am. I went to the church saying, can somebody please help me? And there was never any help. So I'm starting this because I care about people that are out there that are in my situation that don't know where to turn and they don't know what to do. And unfortunately, many churches out there, it's the wrong place to go. You have several different types of church. You have the ones that are affirming, that will accept you. It's a lie. Don't buy into that. Then you have the other types of churches out there that are going to condemn you and tell you you're nothing but an abomination and that you're a sinner. Yes, we all are, not just a homosexual. Each and every one of us are sinners. And I think that the approach from the church is we are turning more people away from Christ instead of turning them to him. When Jesus said that he came into the world to seek and save the lost and not to count our sins against them, but to blot them out. Could you imagine what it would have been like for the woman caught in adultery if Jesus would have walked up to her and said, you are an abomination. When I think of you, I literally want to vomit. That story would have changed completely. But you know what? That's what I was told by a pastor when I went and asked for help. He told me that I was an abomination and that every time that God thought of me, he literally wanted to vomit. Now, how do you think that would make you feel if someone said that to you? I want you to continue with me on these series. My mom passed away many years ago and she had cancer. And before she died, she told me one thing. She said, Danny, I thank God today I have cancer. And I asked her why she would say something so stupid. And she said, if she didn't have cancer, she wouldn't have known how many people were in the hospital dying alone and afraid with no one there by their side. So she was grateful that God allowed her to have cancer so she could be with those people and hold their hand as they took their last breath. And looking back, I understand what my mom meant. I been through a lot in life, and I'll go through that during my videos here, but I understand what she meant. If I had to struggle with life just to reach out to one person who is struggling and ready to end their life, then it was all worth it to me. So please, again, whether you're gay, whether you are a Christian, please just continue to listen to this series here, and feel free to make comments. I know there's probably going to be a lot of negative, but that's okay. I care about the one that is out there that is alone and afraid. So just stay with me and let's go through this together. Thank you.